shout out on IG. But we usually like to start the show off with a poll. So we're going to stick to that tradition. And let me get the poll started. Okay. Okay, so there we go with that. The poll is the Anunnaki real or a myth? Okay, I see 7 reals, 1 myth. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I was not expecting the majority of the people to think that, it was real, which is crazy. I love it. Okay. I absolutely love it. Hi, honey. Okay, guys. So while the polls are still coming in, let me just tell you something interesting. So some ancient Sumerian depictions show the Anunnaki holding what looks like a small handbag. You'll see this bag. It's carved into stone in Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt, even Central America 1,000 years later. So some historians think it might be a symbol for seeds, life, or knowledge, but theorists say that it could have been a device, some kind of advanced tool or technology that was important enough to carry across continents and cultures. I love that. Okay, so Anunnaki, real or a myth? We have 12 reals, 1 myth. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the fave. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. Okay, Lola, if you're here, please start requesting the box. And our special guest of the night, you guys can request the box as well. Hello, Soul Seductress. Welcome, welcome, everyone. And our special guest of the night, please, you guys request the box. Welcome, Queen. Hi.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Handbag was a symbol of wealth. Yeah, so some people do think that it was a symbol of wealth as well. Dr. Valentine.
Lola B, what's up?
Okay, just let us know when you're ready. You can request the box when you're ready. Okay. Hi, Royalty.
What's going on, y'all?
Welcome, welcome.
Y'all can't hear the fan, can y'all?
What'd you say?
You don't hear the fan, can you?
Oh, you hear the fan?
Yeah.
It's turning mine. Let me turn it down.
What about now?
Is that better?
No, I was talking about my fan. I was asking if y'all could hear my fan.
Oh, I don't know.
No? Okay.
Tech. Can you guys hear my fan?
They said you can hear anything. We good.
Okay. Thank you, Kay. Okay, so thank you to everyone who answered the poll. I do think there's an echo somewhere. Yeah, there is an echo. Definitely.
You hear it with me?
I'm not sure where it's coming from. Thank you, love. I don't hear it too bad right now, actually. Okay, so before we really go down this rabbit hole, we did want to give our guests some time to introduce themselves, a brief introduction of who you are, what your streams be about, anything important that you want to promote for yourself. Dr. Valentine, you can start.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Valentine, your local favorite streamer. My streams is just regular. You dig what I'm saying? It ain't nothing too special. I like to talk about whatever the topic of the day is. Sunday, I do have a Sunday service from 1 p.m. Eastern time you know, where I give inspiration and motivations to the congregation. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
Thank you. Okay, and royalty.
What's going on, y'all? It's Royal, aka Royalty. Also, Mr. Ooh, yeah. That's pretty much how my streams go. We just have fun. It's mainly 90s music, but we do go around back to the 70s, 80s, and country, whatever, you know, it's whatever. We just have fun in there. 12 milli party tomorrow. My bad. 12 milli pajama party tomorrow night.
Pajama party.
Yeah, at 11
Okay.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if y'all want to pop in on that, got the best DJ in the app on the app. So
Okay, it's lit. Okay, make sure you guys are favoring Dr. Valentine and royalty. Okay, soul seductors.
Oh, hey. Can you guys hear me? And
Yes,
is the
we
fan
can.
loud in the background? Because I was trying to give
Everybody got a fan on.
It's so hot.
It is hot. Okay. I'm Lady Keys, or Soul Seductress here. And outside of here, I'm a promoter and photographer, coach. Um, I don't have any strings going, except for this right here. I'm here every Thursday to tune in with y'all, see what you're doing, and have good conversations.
I love that. Okay, well, thank you all for sharing and introducing yourself. Welcome, welcome, everybody that's rolling in. The first important question of the night. This one is going to decide how wild and weird things may really get. The first question is, do you think the Anunnaki are real or just a story? And we're going to start with Soul Seductress.
Okay. Yeah, I do. My brother started telling me about stories of the Anunnaki when I was 7, and we have a 6-year difference. So for me, I never even knew where he got these stories from. He said that they would come and tell him these stories. So that kind of started my, tweaked my spiritual ears as a child. You know what I'm saying? Starting off. So yeah, I do think that they're very real.
That's interesting. Okay, what about you, Royal?
I would have to say yeah, and mine is just based off the research that I recently had to do because I'm just now tuning, I guess, to the Anunnaki information. So far to me, they're real.
Okay. I resonate with your answer a lot. It was definitely something recent for me, but from my research, I am more leaning towards a real existence, maybe not in, the way that it's explained, but in one way I feel like it resonates with me. But what about you, Dr. Valentine?
1000% on the real train. I was an ex-Jesus freak, right? I was born Christian, brought up in a Christian family, so I was really narrow-minded to this stuff until 2012, and I had a spiritual revelation. You know what I mean? And yeah, I just did research of ancient cylinder scrolls and tablets and Sumerian texts, and it brought me to the understanding of they're real. The story really happened, and it's exciting.
Yeah, so that I see that, Eugene. That's funny because we're actually going to talk about that too. How some people are very split about it. Like, I mean, even with today, I don't remember the numbers for the poll, but it was only one person that said no.
Right,
The majority
as
of the
usual, and they must be in the chat. Where are you? We love everybody in the box usually agrees, and so if you are here, definitely make sure you add your commentary so we can. I know, me too. We want to hear from them too.
Yeah, me too. I would love to hear their perspective. A lot of people are also split, so yeah, we'll get to that though. We'll get to that. Not a Jesus freak. God definitely pulling you aside at heaven's gates, having a father-son talk. I can respect that.
But before we get all into it, we want to go ahead and again welcome everybody to Truth and Theory. This is a safe space where we think differently, dive deep, and question everything in a fun and curious way.
We appreciate everybody that is here tonight. Please make sure you favorite all of the guests and everybody that is active in the stream. And let us know if you'd like to be a guest for future topics so we can go ahead and add you to the group chat that is on Instagram. It is a very dope community, and we're always taking the monthly polls so we can pick our future topics. Okay, again, tonight's topic is the Anunnaki. We took our poll already, and we did ask that first question, just getting the feel of, does everybody think that if the Anunnaki are real? And everybody so far is saying yes. We're just waiting for that one person in the chat to give us that other perspective. A fun fact that we can share before we get into our next question is about, as it was mentioned, the Anunnaki coming from the Sumerian myth. We know that the Anu people are ET species, and it's the ancient Sumerian language is where that term Anunnaki comes from. And it's dating back over like 6,000 years, way, way older than the pyramids. We have the ancient texts and the carvings, and they show like tall figurines. Sometimes they're shown worn like the horn helmets. I don't know if anybody's ever seen those. And as Rose was saying, sometimes they're holding these different type of strange tools, and we can't always make sense of exactly what they might have been and what they were used for. But some do believe that these were guides. Some depictions of the stories even say that they convinced us that they were guides. And so, and other things that they were just historical visitors. So what do you guys think?
Right.
But
Oh, wait. No, so wait. Whether we believe the Anunnaki are real or aren't real, we're going to imagine for a moment what it would be like if they showed up today. Question number 2. If the Anunnaki came back today, would you be excited or nervous? And we're going to start with Dr. Valentine.
Probably a mixture of both, because it states in the tablets that they're going to return. They return in these shards. A shard is 3,600 years for us, but a shard to them is like that blink of an eye. So they go and come back all the time, right? So,
That's
I'd be a little mixture of excitement and I like a I don't know type of jam, because I don't know what type of time they're going to be on. You know what I mean? Back in the day, I'm saying back in the day, they explained themselves like, some was just like us. Some was peaceful, some want war, some wants all type of stuff. It's a plethora of things that they want. So, and yeah, another thing, I don't believe that they was gods. I believe some masquerade like gods, but I just believe these was people from different star systems with advanced knowledge and advanced technology.
I like how you said that. Okay, so if the Anunnaki came back today, would you be excited or nervous? You guys can answer in the chat too, but what about you, Royal?
Dr. Valentine took all the words right out of my mouth.
Literally.
My bad, man, my bad.
Right, no, it's good though, because that means you challenging everything, you know what I'm saying? But I would have to agree, because like you said, I don't know what they're gonna be on.
Right.
You don't know if they trying to come advance us even more, or they trying to come destroy. So it's like, what am I gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I love that. Okay, so if the Anunnaki came back today, would you be excited or nervous, Soul Seductress?
I'm excited. Like, I would be excited. I think that on the precipice, like he said, if they're traveling, they come back and come forward. How are we to know that has not happened thousands of times before? You know what I'm saying? So, I would be excited to notice it. In that sense,
just to witness it. I love that. So we got some mixed. Some of us will be straight excited. Some of us will be excited, a little nervous, trying to kind of wait to see how to play our cards. Quick fun fact: the name Anunnaki translates to those who came from the heavens.
Yes.
Some Sumerian tablets detail planetary orbits with surprising accuracy for the time being back then. So this has led some theorists to claim their knowledge came from visitors with advanced science. I love that.
Yeah, I was going to piggyback off that. Yeah, I was going to say Anunnaki was more of a general term, like those who came from the heavens. Just as if we went to Mars, they wouldn't call Dr. Valentine from New York or Miss Bonus Bay from the West Coast. They would call us Earthlings. It would be more generalized. So, you know, it's just a general statement. An Anunnaki, those who came from other places. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. I love that.
And I
Thank you
think
for
that Eugene said he was, nervous, saying the capability of space travel and the idea of them making us a workhorse, which is also an interesting point because I don't know if you guys have ever heard the challenge or seen the videos that are posted all over the internet with Bashir, the entity that I forget I think it's Daryl Anka that does those channelings. And he was talking about the story behind them is that their whole reason for creating the Homo sapien species was to help to mine the gold because they needed to balance out the climate on their planet. And when they came, they realized it was more that they could handle from the group that came with them versus those who stayed behind because they are from a higher dimension. And so they used the genetic engineering to make the humans, and then we were just doing the work for them. So that's really interesting that you brought that.
Can I add on to Lola real fast? It's funny that you said that because I always say that how the ancient tablets talk about them genetically modifying existing hominid 250,000 years ago. Science actually matches that. So if you look into the science books, it says our genetic makeup was genetically modified 250 to 300,000 years ago. And that's science, you know? So when science matching up with something that was written thousands of years ago, it's just like, it's a red flag, if you would say.
Yeah, but it's really, really interesting. So we like to welcome everybody to Truth or Theory. This is a safe space where we think differently, dive deep, and question everything in a fun and curious way. If you want to be a part of our Instagram community again, where you can stay in a loop and help pick our topics, go ahead and add me at QueenLola_B or Bonus Bay. Rose Garden _222 on Instagram, and we will add you. We are continuing on with our topic of the Anunnaki, and we want to go ahead and transition so we can get into our first portion of the game tonight.
So we did discuss whether we believe the Anunnaki are real or not. We've also discussed how we would feel if they came back. But now we're going to play half our game. And we're going to see how prepared you will be if the Anunnaki were to come back today. So, how it works, Lola and I will read a short Anunnaki-themed scenario. The guests and audience pick A, B, or C. And then after everyone has made their votes, we will reveal a playful cosmic meaning for each choice. We do ask that you just write A, B, or C in the comments for your answer. Even our guest that's in the box. Just be in the chats for now, but stay in the box. Okay, so the first one. The Anunnaki arrive and ask for humanity's greatest treasure. What are you going to give them? Are you giving them your coffee maker? Are you giving them your stash of snacks that no one in the house knows about? Or are you going to give them your Wi-Fi password? So A, your coffee maker, B, your stash of snacks no one in the house knows about, or C, your Wi-Fi password. What are you going to give them? What are you giving them? Okay.
Yeah, that Wi-Fi.
Some A's. What are you giving them?
Yeah.
Okay, so the question one more time. If the Anunnaki arrive and they ask for humanity's greatest treasure, what do you give them? A, your coffee maker, B, your stash of snacks no one in the house knows about, or C, your Wi-Fi password? I see a lot of A's and C's. I didn't see nothing about the snacks. Okay, so if you picked A, the Anunnaki now worships caffeine as the fuel of advanced civilizations. And if you pick C, they now think Wi-Fi is a god.
It feels kind of like that though, you know, already.
It has to be the most important one, Eugene.
She's stupid.
All right, let's move it right along. So the next question is, if the Anunnaki invited you to dinner and the food is moving, what are you going to do? Here's our options. A, are you going to eat it because your stomach's seeing worse at, you know, family reunions? B, are you going to smother it in hot sauce? C, pretend you're suddenly allergic to everything. If they invited you to dinner and the food is moving, are you going to A, eat it? B, smother it in hot sauce? C, pretend you're suddenly allergic to everything.
Throw some hot sauce on that thing.
Hot sauce. I'm getting down.
That's a video roll. Yeah.
Eugene said I'm getting down. I'm throwing some hot sauce on it.
Jennifer, run. All right. Well, if you answered A, they're going to respect your bravery or your iron stomach, either way. If you answered B, they now think that hot sauce is like a universal antidote, which is cool about the hot stuff in the stomach. It does help you to, you know. And then if you answer C, they believe that Earth species are fragile and dramatic. I'll take dramatic.
They definitely believe that.
I keep hot sauce with me for that specific reason. Okay, so the Anunnaki offer to upload the secrets of the universe into your brain, but it'll erase your ability to remember little things like where you put your keys. Do you take it? A, you'll just keep things in a secure place that you could never forget. Or B, do you pass? Do you like knowing where stuff is? Or C, ask if they can fix your knees while they're at it. So I'll say it again.
Leave my brain alone, bro.
They offer to upload the secrets of the universe into your brain, but it will erase your ability to remember the little things like where you put your keys. Do you take it? A. Do you pass? B. Or do you ask if they can fix your knees while you're at it? A, take it. C's, I see C's, I see a B.
B.
Okay, so if you picked A, take it, you're now enlightened, but you cannot leave the house. If you picked B, they admire your loyalty to earthly comforts. And if you picked C, they diagnose you with human model 60 plus and laugh at you.
Human model 60 plus?
Laugh at me.
Cannot be caught. Cannot be caught.
I need my knees fixed. Hey.
That's how the cookie crumbles. All right, next one. They want to tour planet Earth. Where are you going to take them? A, to Walmart. One trip, but it has everything you can think of. B, a yard sale. Or C, to Vegas. They want to tour planet Earth. Are you going to take them to A, Walmart, to B, a yard sale, or to C, Vegas?
We're gonna see how they gamble. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what they like. We're gonna see what they like. They lucky.
Oh, I see a lot of A's. I see some B's, some C's.
I put C so many times they wouldn't even let me comment.
Feel me?
All right, so if you answered A, they understand capitalism instantly. If you answered B, they're going to be fascinated by humans selling broken blenders. If you answered C, they declare Vegas the galaxy's capital.
Oh, yeah, we out.
Whatever
happens in Vegas
stays in Vegas. They love that concept. Okay, so the Anunnaki leave you one invention. Do you pick a laundry machine that folds and puts the clothes away? a coffee mug that refills itself, or a mute button for certain people? I'll say it again. So they leave you one invention. Do you pick a laundry machine that folds and puts clothes away, B, a coffee mug that refills itself, or C, a mute button for certain people?
Sometimes you gotta mute them all.
I am surprised at how many mute buttons we have.
I'm not surprised. Silence
Sometimes
is
you gotta
golden,
mute.
baby.
Definitely.
You gotta mute.
Oh,
When in
goodness.
doubt,
We
see
give
your way out.
everybody. Everything else is a bother. Oh my goodness.
At the
What did I
Beyonce
put? Because
concert,
my answer is
everybody on
A.
mute.
I said, see,
Nobody
Come again?
else struggles with laundry? Okay. Okay. So, okay. If you picked A, domestic chores eliminated, you've ascended. So I ascended. Okay. And if you picked B, you are now chief of energy distribution. And if you picked C, Earth becomes suspiciously peaceful.
Yeah, that's right. Makes this thing peaceful again.
All that ain't like the
hold your
class.
clothes in silence.
Oh, but last week it was a stream full of healers and loving. And this week we need everybody. Phone on DMD.
You know, sometimes that, silence and solitude, that's how we heal, right? But look at all the people that have joined us. Welcome to Truth or Theory. This is a safe space where we think differently, dive deep, and question everything in a fun and curious way. If you would like to be a guest on the show, you can go ahead and add me at Queen Lola _B or Bonus Bay at Rose Garden _222 on Instagram. And we'll add you to our Truth or Theory group chat. Tonight, our big question was, were the Anunnaki real or a myth? And we just played the first part of our game. That was so much fun. But we're going to take it back to getting real for just a second. If these beings really did interact with humans in the past, we have to ask this question. Rose?
Question 3. Were the Anunnaki helping humans or controlling us? Were they helping humans or controlling us? Okay. Royalty?
So from what I researched, what I ended up coming up with was it was a split between them helping themselves and I'm trying to think about what his name was. Like I got it here, but I think it's like Enoch or something like that. Kind of
Could be both.
Aki, something like that. But I guess he was supposed to be the scientist, and he developed a soft spot for us and stuff like that. So we went for that. It'll be miners, like miners, farmers, and whatever else they needed us for.
That's interesting. Okay, so do you think you're basically split a little bit of both?
Yeah, I feel like they was first trying to dominate, and then now I feel like they also tried to elevate us at the same time. Eventually, to surpass them.
Right. And that would make sense. I think Dr. Valentine said it earlier too, how, some of them, kind of like how Earthlings, us humans coming from Earth and going elsewhere, some of us have good intentions and some of us have bad, right? Yeah. So I think that kind of goes into this conversation as well. What's your opinion, Soul Seductress? Do you think the Anunnaki were helping humans or were they more so controlling us?
I I agree. I believe it was both. I think that it's an energy, and definitely we over time have learned behaviors. You know what I'm saying? And these traits, all of that, the energy never dies, right? So it's circulated from somewhere. And if they were, in fact, here and guides and all of that, we have that ratio going now where, quote unquote, good or evil or bad or good or whatever. So I think that there were definitely Anunnaki who helped us, inspired us, taught us, you know what I'm saying, was looking at it like, yeah, you're doing too much. to the others, and they was like, "Hey, you soft. You this is what we came here for. You off script." You know what I'm saying? So I think it was both. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What about you, Dr. Valentine? If were the Anunnaki helping humans or controlling us?
Great question. So initially, how it started, they came to help themselves, right? It wasn't even about us, right? They came because their planet was going through a radiation problem, and they needed gold to suspend in their atmosphere to save their planet. That was the initial reason for their coming. When they came here, they landed at Adam's calendar, which is Africa right now, and we was here. An existing hominid was here. They didn't even mess with us, right? They just was doing what they was doing. They had their working race, which is called the Ajiji, right? It's a working class Anunnaki. They call it Ajiji. That, as it says in the tablets, they was on Mars doing what they doing. So they brought them to the planet to mine the gold. The work was too hard, and they complained about not having women. they really said there's no women on here, so we want to get out of here and work too hard. So they went at it. The Anunnaki said, all right, we got to find a new working race. They tested out a few things, but a few things wasn't working, like AI and clones and stuff like that wasn't working. And like he said, Enki and Enlil, they was brothers, you know, Enlil being the evil one, and Enki being the one that was trying to put a little bit of inside of us. And then there was a sister too, which was called Nina Jitra. I kind of butcher her name, but yeah, y'all can look it up. She's actually the one that took the first man to term, which is called the first Adamu, right? I think that's where they got Adam from, Adam and Eve. Adamu just translates to man. So it was the first man. She took the term, the first Adamu. So yeah, that's when it became about us, I believe. But initially, I don't think it became about us, you know. And like I said earlier, there was splits. There's the Anunnaki that wanted to be worshipped as gods, and then there was one that just wanted to be, you know, give us knowledge and give us understanding. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, 50-50.
You know what? If you don't mind, like just drop in one or two of your sources of like where you get the knowledge of, you know, where you've gotten your stories.
I keep it right here. Listen, if y'all go get this book right here, listen. The compendium of the Emerald Tablets is basically Thoth was Enlil's son. No, Thoth is Enki's son, and he's from the Atlantis time. So basically, when Atlantis got destroyed, that's where he pops up, riding on a ship that doesn't go in the ocean. It descended. It says it descended and then it landed, right? So he's basically responsible. Well, he says he's responsible for taking Atlantic Kim to a higher civilization once it got destroyed.
Well prepared.
Yeah, y'all know my man Billy. Come on, y'all know.
I know exactly.
No, yeah, I definitely. Dr. Valentine is the source. If you guys do have further questions about this, he's an avid streamer. So please do go into his stream, spark up the conversation, you know, let him know, ask him questions. That's really how we connected. I kind of go into a stream and I'm like, feed me gems. And like, he'll just be feeding me gems. So I'm like, okay. So it's nothing he can't talk about. I'm gonna be honest, guys, like literally. But no, we are gonna go on to the next fun fact before we go to the final question.
And it piggybacks everything that everybody was already saying about kind of the split theories. One of the biggest one being that they taught, you know, humans agriculture, astronomy, and building techniques. And then where the other side says that they genetically engineered us for labor, you know, to mine the gold. And another portion of where the transition comes into play is that they weren't supposed to, it's because they weren't really supposed to create anything. So it's almost like they got in trouble. And
very true.
Those back said, okay, you can't just create them and just like, we got to help them. We got to guide them. We have to teach them things. And it got to a point to where we then could build a culture to sustain ourselves. You know, obviously, like we talked about them leaving and coming back. So that's kind of where that comes from. And then some researchers do point out how the Sumerian kings claimed their power, it came directly from the gods.
Yeah, because it's funny how the Sumerian just popped out of nowhere. No one has any information on them. That whole culture just popped out of nowhere.
It's intriguing.
Yeah, when you think about dimensions and how deep it goes with universes and parallel existences, it's like it's so much that we just don't know that's going on simultaneously. So they could be from higher dimensions, or what we've come to know, parallel universes that we just. Bashar says that we're just continuing to unlock DNA codes to be privy to the information. So that's still kind of like going on right now.
That's funny, Lolo, you said that, because a lot of it, some scientists, mainstream scientists, says we have junk DNA in us, but I don't believe in junk DNA. I believe it's DNA that needs to be unlocked. And but that's a whole nother. We should do a theory about DNA.
We are. I already added it to the next set of poll topics.
Right on time.
I definitely mentioned that already.
I'm in there.
Okay, but you guys, that talk is all in the past. But what if the Anunnaki weren't done with us? Question 4. If the Anunnaki invited you to go with them, would you go? And we're going to start with Dr. Val. Oh, we're going to start with royalty. We're going to start with royalty. It will work our way around.
I guess it depends on which side asks me to go. Is it the blue side or the red side? The light or the dark? You ain't about to turn me off the streets.
The good side. And for this reference, when I'm asking, I know for a fact that the Anunnaki that I'm going to send you with, they're the good ones.
Gotcha.
So would you want to go with the good ones?
I would definitely go to get upgraded. Personally, just get the whole process of, having to do it myself, the whole meditating, which I get, you build discipline and all that.
It's an echo.
It's me.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I saw your green coming in, so seductress. So I think it was coming from yours. Do you have like headphones or something? Okay, Eugene, to the moon with you, Alice. Let's see if that works. Sometimes just muting and unmuting helps. Hold on. They need to add subtitles.
That's fire.
Okay. Okay, so seductress, if the Anunnaki invited you to go with them, the good Anunnaki, if they invited you to go with them, would you go with them?
I'm out. I'm out of here.
She's out of here. I wasn't even supposed to be here in the first place.
I wasn't saying. I'm out. What took y'all so long? Man.
Oh my goodness. That is so funny. Okay, Dr. V. If they came, are you leaving us?
I would have to tell my brothers and sisters, nah, because I feel like I'm part of them anyway. You dig what I'm saying? And I still got work to do. You know what I mean? So y'all come back 3,600 years later, and I think about coming and going back to my planet Nibiru. But for now, I'm gonna stay over here, and just try to help the Earthlings and the humanoids, get through the stuff they got to get through. You know what I mean?
I love that. We ain't ready for him to leave yet.
Yeah, they don't want me to leave. Yeah, I gotta stick around like bubblegum on the ground.
Yeah. I love that. I kind of feel the same. So welcome everybody who has joined Truth or Theory. This is a safe space where we think differently. We dive deep and we question everything in a fun and curious way. Tonight we have been talking about the Anunnaki. We have played the first portion of our game, Galactic Choices. We kind of went over our questions about, first off, do we think they exist? As well as if they came back today, will we be excited or nervous? And if we would go with them if they wanted to take us with them. So And it was kind of split, which I love. Some people said, I'm out of here, let's go. And some of us are thinking like, you know, we want to go ahead and stay on Earth and complete our missions here. So next, I think we want to go sliding into part 2 of Galactic Choices.
Okay, before that, let me give another fun fact. Okay, so some believe the Anunnaki's home planet is, well, how do you say it? Nibiru?
Nibiru, yeah.
Nibiru. Nibiru. Okay, a mysterious world that's said to orbit the sun, right? So it's said to orbit the sun every 36 years. Okay, so that's processing with how you said they come every 36 years, but they're on different timing than us. So it could feel like a blink of an eye to
them. Yes.
Okay, so if true, the trip could be the ultimate cosmic cruise or a one-way ticket to an alien work contract. So I get why royalty said I need to know what side. I need to know what side. Okay.
You be working these planets.
Now we're gonna get into our game.
All righty. All right, and again, if you weren't here for the first portion of the game, it's really simple. We are going to read a question, and there are going to be 3 answers. You can go ahead and put that in the chat, either A, B, or C. And then based off of that answer, then we're going to give you a little synopsis of what the Anunnaki are thinking of you based on your answer. So the first question is, they admit they've been watching us through one object. What do you think that object is? A, the moon. B, smart TVs, or C, your Alexa that keeps accidentally turning on. They admitted they're watching us through that one object. What do you think it would be? A, the moon, B, smart TVs, or your Alexa that keeps accidentally turning on?
I say A, but I want to explain why I say A.
Okay.
I say A, I say the moon because in ancient tablets, they say that the moon was an artificial thing and that it was specifically put there as an Earth satellite. So, you know, and if you analyze other planets' moons like Neptune moons or Venus moons, nothing is perfectly sphere. None of them. It always looks like a misshaped, nothing perfectly circular. And our moon is perfectly circular. So, yeah, that's why I said I think the moon is spying on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I like that.
It's all an illusion. So if you pick A, they're gonna say that you're all about dramatic backdrops. If you pick B, they know that you watched the same show 12 times. If you pick C, then they've heard everything, especially that rant you did while you were cooking. Them Alexa devices, I tell you.
You just named my activate just now.
No, you was like, and it answers you back like, I couldn't hear you. You're like, wait, excuse me. Nobody's speaking to you.
I'm unplugging mine right now.
Side note, really quick, I do want to mention, I definitely think theories of the moon would be nice for us to touch base on. So we'll add that in there with
especially that dark cloud.
We added. Okay, but number 7 for our galactic choices games. So you can bring one thing to their planet. You choose a cooler full of beer, an air fryer, or your pillow. You can bring one thing to their planet. You choose a cooler full of beer, an air fryer, or your pillow. What are you bringing?
That bear.
My pillow everywhere with me.
I got to take a nap.
I'm gonna be honest, because I'm a cook. I'm gonna cook. Yeah, Walter, come on, let them know. Okay, so if you pick A, you're cool and full of beer. You're promoted to intergalactic party planner. So if you picked A, you're now the intergalactic party planner. And if you picked B, air fryer, now they believe you're a culinary genius. And if you picked C, your pillow, they give you the alien equivalent of a memory foam mattress. So you're gonna be sleeping good while you're there. You're gonna be sleeping good.
So I just decided to go with him. Come get me.
I'll take it. I got to take me a nap, all right? So the next question is, if they ask for Earth's best representation, guys, these three choices are so wild. Are you going to say A, Morgan Freeman, B, Keanu Reeves, or C, Beyonce? If they ask for Earth's best representation, A, Morgan Freeman, B, Keanu Reeves, or C, Beyonce.
Bro, bonus, baby. Come on. Leave Morgan Freeman alone.
Morgan Freeman, like he plays.
He's been around
That's the guy
forever.
voice. Morgan Freeman is the guy voice. Just say
You gotta
whatever.
go with Neo.
That's what I'm
He's 1,000
saying.
years old.
Yeah, right.
You can't go with me.
This is insanity.
Yeah, it was just about Earth's best representation, Eugene. Earth's best
y'all really
representation
want
out of
John
those
Wick?
three.
I want them to know who John
Morgan
Wick is.
Freeman is so funny to me.
I'm not sending no Morgan.
Haven't y'all seen the
I
movie?
think Morgan Freeman. I would even send Alicia Keys too. I'm gonna be honest. Like she's definitely fitting. She fits.
That's
God
younger.
himself, Morgan Freeman. He plays God in like every movie.
Yeah, he does. He's the guy.
That voice. I've heard him in my sleep sometimes.
Right.
No one,
Listen,
no one has
That's why
accurate age of the man.
Maybe that's why.
That's why I think why. I think that's why. Y'all think Morgan Freeman is like one of these guys.
No.
He's really that old.
We don't want him back.
Beyonce second though. Walter. Okay, Beyonce or Michael? Close second.
Right?
Michael.
So if you picked A, they're going to instantly declare him supreme ruler. That's Morgan for you guys. If you picked B, who was Keanu Reeves, they will follow him everywhere like puppies. And if you picked C, Queen B, they fear and adore her power.
Yeah.
We definitely don't want that. So maybe we only want.
He's 105. Bear said he's 105. Dr. Valentine said he's like 110.
Yo, put another number on that.
He said change it into C.
Morgan Freeman been old since I've been. He been old all his
You want them
life.
to think Beyonce is our leader?
I'm telling you, he's been old.
You definitely don't want Keanu Reeves though, because you don't want him out here thinking that he John Wick. You know?
Okay, so the Anunnaki want to experience Earth's greatest luxury. Do you give them a recliner with a built-in cup holder and the TV remote? That's A. Or B, a hotel with all-you-can-eat breakfast where you can take as many syrup bottles as you want. That's B. Or C, a Sunday afternoon nap with no alarm. Okay, so they want to experience Earth's greatest luxury. Do you give them A, a recliner? B, that recliner has a built-in cup holder and the TV remote. That's important to add. B, a hotel, all-you-can-eat breakfast where you can take as many tiny syrups as you want. Or C, a Sunday afternoon nap with no alarm. A, B, or C? What are we picking?
Hampton Inn is B.
I haven't seen a mini syrup in a long time. I just want to see one. The continental breakfast. Okay. So if you picked A, they now declare you the galaxy's comfort ambassador. If you picked B, they now believe maple syrup is Earth's true currency. And if you picked C, they appoint you the minister of rest and recovery.
I think I'm pretty good with A. I think I like that.
I think it's insane that I've only answered B to one question. That is crazy. Our last question of Galactic Choices is, humanity must pass one test to join the Galactic Council. You choose A, seeing who can hold their breath the longest. B, parallel parking in one try. Or C, assembling IKEA furniture without arguing.
Oh.
If we have to pass one test to join the Galactic Council, are we going to A, see who can hold their breath the longest, B, parallel park in one try, or C, assemble IKEA furniture without arguing? Oh, everybody's saying
They got part.
You got a part. And if you could do it in one try, like, you deserve to represent.
I guess you a master then, huh? That is crazy. So if you picked A, they respect your lawn control. B, you've solved Earth's parking wars. And if you chose C, then you have proven, if you chose C, which was the IKEA without arguing, you've proven that humans can work together. Maybe.
Maybe.
I love that.
What are you guys thinking? What do you think were some of the funniest answers? I thought the Morgan Freeman, that one tickled me the most.
That took me out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Some of what? I think a lot of the food ones were interesting to me, just because, like, it's not that other beings from other dimensions don't eat, but the higher the dimension is, the less the physicality of the need is, or the different type of foods they eat. So those were funny to me that we added those in there about food, because on Earth we eating.
You know what's funny? Like, I've been digging, like, you know, once you dig into the ancient tablets, they say that they had some type of liquid, right? Yeah, y'all got there when y'all was researching, and this liquid on this planet was like, it rejuvenates you. Like, it's like, you know, you don't age. It's anti-aging liquid. Yeah, it's like it's a liquid though, you know. I forget what they call it, but they call it something on their planet.
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with that concept, not with the Anunnaki, but like even with I can't remember the planet, but the beings that the planet that got destroyed that was in the Orions, but I can't remember, but that was all water. They had stuff like that too when they went under, and it would be like the plants they would get and extract the liquid from it or whatever.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So a lot of the other civilizations, they kind of, it's different, and we, you know, we're here. A lot of us kind of had a consensus that we believe that the Anunnaki are real. We did not identify the person that said that they didn't believe, and I'm a little disappointed because we didn't get a chance to discuss the other side.
I think they're a believer now.
They should be.
Right.
They should be.
That was very funny.
But as usual, we just want to thank our guest, Dr. Valentine, Royal Soul Seductress, as well as I would like to give a special shout out to all of our admins and our mods that help us to keep everything going on in the background.
Shout out to Kay, shout out to Belly Bean Queen.
Keeping everything fun and exciting. We would not be able to do it without you and our panel with the wealth of knowledge that you guys bring. We really appreciate it.
So next week, we're going to be diving into the world of energy vampires. Anyone in the chat or anyone here know what that is? So it's the people and maybe even the things that can drain your mood, your motivation, and your sparkle, sometimes even without you realizing it. But once you spot them, you can't unsee them. So let's call out all these energy vampires together next week here on Truth or Theory.
All right, Morgan Freeman is a real vampire.
Oh my goodness. Also, once again, is anyone here interested in joining the group chat? We can't push it enough because you get to help us with picking different topics and like firsthand, what do we call it? Behind the scenes, exclusives. There's a lot happening.
And we're also, because we're on Instagram, we're sharing, the videos and posts of some of the things that we've already talked about or things that we want to talk about, just to, get those different perspectives going. So it's a great community to be a part of.
Awesome. Trey, add myself or Lola on Instagram and we'll be happy to get you added. We'll be happy. And hopefully maybe one of these Thursdays you can be on the panel as well. And actually, speak with the group and partake.
I'm gonna type the Instagram handles if my keyboard will let me.
I know we said it in the beginning, but we're gonna just run through since we have time, and I'm gonna let my our guests introduce themselves, give any shout outs. So Seductress, we're gonna start with you.
Okay, well, once again on here, I'm Soul Seductress. On Instagram, IG is Not the Key, the Healer. And I am a coach, promoter. If you're in the Atlanta area and you want to get on some showcases, I do all of that, those type of things. And once again, thank you for letting me be on the panel tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. If you don't, please fave this lovely queen. Okay, Royal, would you like to shout yourself out? Let us know about that party that's happening tomorrow. Big 12 milli celebration. What's happening?
12 milli.
Big 12 milli.
Thanks.
12 of them.
Royal again, aka Royalty, aka Mr. Ooh, yeah. 12 of them things, like they're saying in the comments. It's gonna be a pajama party tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's on a Friday. So, in our clubbing, you want to club inside the house, in the comfort of your own home. Wear your pajamas and tap in. We got the best people app. Joe Crack, he gonna be there.
I love that. I'm gonna be there in my pajama wear. Ooh. Okay, sorry, that was corny. Okay, Dr. Valentine.
First and foremost, it's a very beautiful panel. Like each one of you ladies is very beautiful. Even you two, homie.
Wait, can we take a picture?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we get a picture? Can someone screenshot it and send it to us?
Wait, hold on.
Because if I screenshot it, I end the stream.
All right, you got it. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm Dr. Val. Ain't much. You dig what I'm saying? I stream, come through, hang out. I favorite everybody in here. Y'all all cool and stuff like that. I'm coming to the pajama party to see if I could, scoop something. You dig what I'm saying? I got some pajamas. I do silk and satin. You dig? I'm about to throw them on. So I'm going to be there. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Other than that, what I got going, man? I got Sunday service, man. You dig? 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'm from New York. So nice. I said it twice. 1 p.m. Sunday. I give inspiration and motivation that gonna carry you through the week. So, come on by, stop by, say hi. That's it.
Eugene.
All are welcome. Okay.
I wanted to shout out Gibby too for his don't he doodle the doodle?
Yes, the doodles with Gibby tomorrow. Wait, I do want to just mention that Sunday service may not be what you're thinking Sunday service is, guys. It is more motivational and gem dropping. Okay, so yeah, tune into that. It's definitely worth stopping by. We're going to be turning up with Royal for his 12 milli celebration pajama party. And then also Doodles with Gibby. Myself, shout out to Emoji J too for recording. Myself and Emoji J are going to be on Doodles with Gibby tomorrow. That's 8 p.m. my time, so 11 p.m. Eastern time. But we're going to be rocking out anyway. At what time for your 12 milli celebration?
It's going to be the same time, but we're going to 12, and you know how it go.
Okay, so I'll be there after Gibby's, definitely. I'm already be in there lit. Okay, I'm gonna be ready, so you better be ready. I'll be there about an hour late, but I will be there ready to celebrate. Ooh, I can't stop flowing.
You got bars. You got bars.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys, honestly, we're done with that. So can we just, whew,
Like that shit up?
yeah. Good
Yeah.
night. Be
Oh, y'all.
safe.
Yeah.
Definitely BYOB, you know.
BYOB. BYOP. Bring your own pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
Bring your own bottles.
Bottles, blunts.
Bring your own blunts.
Nigga, I'm gonna be there looking for someone in some swimwear. Hello.
Hello.
Speaking of, it is pretty hot. Have a good night, Yana. Thank you for stopping by. Trey, I'm excited to add you to the chat, definitely. And DJ Cat is one of the best DJs on this platform. I will say that. Walter, thank you for being here. Oh, guys, of course, top 3 of the stream will get a shout out. So special shout out to Dr. Valentine, Trey, and Lost Love. Thank you, everybody who sent gifts, though. I appreciate you all.
We are glad you found us as
Seven.
well.
Don't burn myself. We gotta chill out.
Motherfucking 6, nigga.
Appreciate you, boss.
6'6".
Yeah, that was another 6, right?